All right, y'all. So here we go, coming up the stairs to the show. And the very first thing that I wanted people to see was this piece right here. You might recognize it. It's called Sleepover. I just wanted people to see, what could be construed as like a sunrise or sunset. The very first thing that you see coming up the stairs. And then I have the full triptych: Sleepover, Busted Palisade, Fireflies. And then, because I kind of shifted things so far over here to create this effect, with Sleepover being so far to the right, I still had a little bit of extra room, and I had this piece, What I See and What I Say Are Important. I had it planned for somewhere else, but it just seemed a little bit crowded, and I thought, well, there's still some breathing room here. Let me just put this over here on this wall. And I had never really thought about any kind of conversation that might occur between these two pieces, but I really love seeing them together. This was I'm pretty sure that this was the second of the pieces that I did, with Tree Liquor being the first. And, of course, everything's just fine, but I can't help but think, it's like, wow, what if I'd done What I See on the same scale? That just would have made an amazing diptych, I think. But there's still a lot of real fun conversation going on here. And then I have my little last second addition. I didn't get it, I didn't have time to get it matted or anything like that, but it's fine just throwing it up, and it's a little bit cheaper than the framed pieces. So that's Half-Life, and it's got a great wall all to itself. And then we have this table file cabinet antique thing that weighs just a ton, and it obviously wasn't going anywhere. And I thought, well, I'll just use it to display, my trophy sculptures. So we've got Fear of Birds, and then my classic Throwdown, and this one over here called Like a Kick in the Head. And then my most recent piece called For Want of an Axe, the Trees Were Spared. So I'm loving that little display. And then we have the first of my lamps. I'm loving having these lamps kind of sprinkled through the space. I think they're going to create their own kind of magic. You can kind of see how that blush is reflecting against the wall. I love stuff like that. And that is Moments with Birds, based on a book that my friend Mike gave me on bird photography that a friend of his had just recently published. And then this piece called Ice Cap. It's one of the ones that I had framed. So the other piece that I had framed was Star Kicker over here. And I didn't choose to frame these pieces because I thought they were like the greatest. I mean, I love them. I do. And they're strong pieces. But what I really wanted was I wanted to have two distinctly different pieces that would take very different kinds of frames to help give people an idea of, the kind of fun that you can have framing them, in a complementary way. And here's Dog Star. I put Dog Star together with Star Kicker, because they're both kind of cosmologically based. And, I think that they have kind of matching elements to them, particularly in the kind of like the starburst pattern that I like to do. And we have Tree Liquor over here. And this is another table that was already in the space, and it's just the perfect thing to hold my Whoops, sorry, that was the floor. I'm not in any danger. It just creaked. So yeah, so it's the perfect table. It has just the right space to hold this lamp. And then over here, my friend Rochelle, she loaned me this lamp to, to help fill out the space and to show some more variety. And I think it's just beautiful over here. And then here is my robot dog. And I'm finishing off the show, the beverage area. So here's just a shot of it all together. I'm just really, really happy with the way that the space flows. You know, there's some nice empty spaces, so things have some breathing room. And, you know, I curated the paintings that I picked for this show, and it just so happens that, you know, the number of paintings that I picked just fits this space perfectly. So I am excited, and the opening is coming up in just a few hours, really. And I hope that y'all enjoy.